And joining me right now, Gary Grasso, Mayor of Burr Ridge, Illinois. Thank you so much, Mayor, for joining us this morning. You've been talking a lot about this story. This is obviously impacting your entire community. 60 immigrants dropped off. That doesn't seem like a big number, but at the same time, you say that you were all blindsided. Chicago's mayor, nor Governor Pritzker giving you a heads up. Is that true?
That's absolutely true. 64 of them. Again, not a big number. You have to wonder why the city of Chicago couldn't handle 64 people and sent them out to Burr Ridge. The mayor, Lightfoot, says that it wasn't her decision. It was Governor Pritzker's decision and his staff. Still, no coordination. They invited these people to come, and then they send them out to the suburbs.
And Illinois Governor Pritzker's office actually responded, saying the state has a prior relationship with the hotel being used in your county, Dupage County. Governor Pritzker making it clear that Illinois is a welcoming state and xenophobia has no home here. Why do you think xenophobia was even brought up?
I'm really angry about that. This is not about the migrants and the refugees. They have been fine. We are keeping them safe. They're certainly a lot safer in Burr Ridge than they'd be in Chicago. So for the governor to say that is just way out of line, typical of his arrogance, the way he treats anybody that questions what happens in Illinois. The hotel was used last February for some Afghans who had already come from centers and been fully vetted, and housing was being arranged in our area, and they were only here temporarily to be placed in that housing. We have a huge Muslim population around here, the greatest people around at the Mecca Center and others, and so it would be natural for them to come here. We were blindsided by migrants and refugees supposedly seeking asylum just being sent to Burr Ridge from the border, which is a hot-button issue and something that we should have certainly gotten notice of.
And part of this that's interesting is that your county is not under the same sanctuary guidelines as Cook County. So how is that possible that they didn't put them in a suburb within the Chicago suburb, Chicago being a sanctuary city?
Well, first of all, I heard that they didn't even realize that the Hampton Inn was in Dupage County, and our village does sit both in Cook and Dupage. Just shows more of the discoordination, just willy-nilly decisions being made without any preparation. And after all, as you just pointed out, the governor of Texas has been doing this for months. I have no problem with the governor doing what he's doing. Chicago, if they invited people to come here, they should have been prepared by now, and they're not, apparently. And then to have them shuffle it off to the state and then have the state just place them where they want without giving notice. So that my residents who had obviously lots of questions on safety, on health issues, on whether there were unaccompanied minors, all of these normal questions, I was in no position to answer for them because I was given no information and did not even know they were in the village until after they had been checked into the hotel.
Wow. So it's just communication. What are your thoughts about Texas officials versus all these other states' mayors? Now, Illinois officials duking it out, so to speak, or not being on the same page. The state is paying for these migrants' accommodations, we're being told, in your county. Is there any hope that you all can get on the same page, at least here in Illinois?
I would hope we can get on the same page when it comes to the safety of the migrants if they're going to come here and refugees. Even understanding what is supposedly asylum seeking. I understand these particular refugees are from Venezuela, and if it is in fact an asylum situation, what's the legality? What's my village's responsibility? Are they going to go to court dates? So still no coordination. And as I sit here this morning, the governor's office still, other than disparaging my village, has had no professional coordination or contact with me or my staff.
But it has been clear, and you put it in a statement, that you all are happy to help those who have immigrated here, that were on those buses from Chicago. No word as to why Chicago did not receive them.
We are all products of immigrants. My grandparents came here from Italy over 100 years ago. We certainly understand that duty. If we're asked, we certainly would be willing to help this is not the way to treat Burr Ridge or any other community in Illinois when you invite someone to Chicago and then send them out to the suburbs.
Gary Grasso, Mayor of Burr Ridge, Illinois, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.